Hi everyone, Mike here. We're going to look at fitting a sound decoder into a 108 DMU converted from DC to DCC using a lock sound micro class sound decoder and a Zimmo sugar cube speaker and a 6-pin decoder for the trailer car. Here we can see the sound decoder on the left and the sugar cube on the right. These three wires, the green, purple and blue, have to be cut from the sound decoders. They're not required. It doesn't come out very well on the video, but I put a caption anyway. These are the three shortened wires ready for insulating with capped on tape. We now have the trailer car, which I'm going to take the top off. It's quite difficult on the backmans. You're supposed to use your fingernails apparently to get underneath, but I struggle with that. But I use these two thin blade knives, which if you gently ease them underneath and just ease them up, and then it releases the tabs, and you've got to do all this on both sides of the body. So and then that will release the cab from the chassis. We'll now remove the body from the chassis, this is the trailer car, which the only thing in here to do is to change the DC decoder for a DCC decoder, and that will have to be programmed later. Here we have the power car with the PCB, which most of the work is done in. The PCB is released by the two screws where my pencil is pointing, two screws on the side there. Remove them, unclick it from the front where the driver is and just lay it to the side. In the insert there you can see I cut the seats out and file them flat so as to fit the cube into the space. Here we have the sugar cube, which fits so, and you must fit the metal plate on it to face the roof of the cab. The brown wires, as you see, come onto the sugar cube for the speaker. You need to cut the old speaker off that comes with the sound decoder and resolder it, putting the sugar cube speaker on, and then make sure it's all taped up so that there's no chance of any shorts occurring. So just wrap the tape around it, and that will be safe. It now fits into the back of the car where we've cut the seats out. Just sits in there nicely. I put a bit of blue tack underneath just to hold it. The sound decoder will sit in where there's a weight at the back there where my pencil's pointing now. That weight needs to come out. It's not required. And the sound decoder will fit where that comes out quite snugly. We now fit the sound decoder in, and the 6-pin socket will just lie there till we fit the PCB. That's fitted in there nicely now, so we can now refit the PCB. When fitting the PCB, there's 2 metal tags come down there. They go onto the armature of the motor, and that gives you a power, so be careful when you're fitting them. They need to be just eased aside to fit over the armature. Just check that they are either side of the armature and they haven't, not one missing. That just clips down at the front where there's some contacts under there, so make sure it's clipped down because that's where your lights are. We now fit the screws back in to the PCB. Tighten the screws down. The screws are tightened down now. We can now fit the 6-pin decoder into the PCB. It's now fitted in, and make sure the orange wire goes to number 1 because it's not marked on the decoder, so it's the orange wire goes to number 1 on the PCB. This is the caption tape I used. Just make sure you've got a piece over the top of there so it's all fitted nicely. I've also taken the opportunity to fit some little men, driver and passengers in the cars on both the power car and the trailer car. As it's easier doing it while you've got the bodies off than having to take them off again. So you're saving the work twice. So there we have, that is the kept on tape I use. It's very thin and it makes life easy when you're putting a piece across the electrics to save shorting out. We are now nearly ready to done all the work necessary on the units, and we are now ready to put them on the test track, or on the track as I would put them, and try them out, see that everything works. As I say, you don't put the bodies on until we've tested them all on the track. So the next thing to do is to put them on the track and test them there. First of all, we must program the two new decoders. You must make sure when you do them separately. Obviously, the arrows must point in the same direction, and you should be okay. Now we've started it. That's a good sign. Nice sound from the zero to lights on, red lights for the rear, whites for the front. Get the signal, drive us home, power on, and here we go. Bit more power on that and sounding good. Now change over to the other track. Start it up again. Horn fair enough. And get the signal and there we go. People talking on the platform and on the train. just to put the bodies back on, and we'll have another run round the clock with it. Right, the bodies are on now. The marker lights come on. Destination light is on. Doors are closing. Conductor signal. Driver's ready and we're off. Back in the station. Bird sound in the exhaust as the trains go round. Well, everything's working fine. I hope everybody's enjoyed it and it's been of use to somebody. And I didn't go into programming because everybody's different for the program for the equipment to use. But any comments or problems, please text me and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.